Life moves fast, and so does your career. You've built a successful path, but now it's time to diversify your investments and secure your financial future. Introducing The Prestige, your trustworthy, vetted partner in commercial real estate investing. We understand that you're time-starved with a family to care for and a demanding career to navigate, not only sheltering, but safely multiplying your returns in a hard asset, which does not walk away. You can drive by it anytime. At The Prestige, we specialize in serving professionals like you who seek safe and secure investments without the burden of becoming an expert in commercial real estate. With over 400 years of combined experience, our team of seasoned experts is here to guide you towards high return, high yield investments in a low yield market. We meticulously analyze market trends, assess potential risks, and identify lucrative opportunities, ensuring your investment portfolio is optimized for growth and stability. Here's a few of our client testimonials. Wow, DL, this is so exciting. I'm so happy for you and for us. Very exciting, and love the floor plans. We've got our distribution pending in our bank account. Thank you so much, DL. DL, we can set our watch to your distributions. Never missed a payment. Don't let time constraints hold you back from maximizing your investments. Visit The Prestige at mayhill.com today for our current and rare investment opportunity, and let us leverage our expertise to secure your future. DL began in commercial real estate in 2005 and is one of the top seasoned leaders in investing and developing in Southern California and Dallas, Texas. And there is no slowing down. The Prestige, your partner in commercial real estate investing.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us for this 2005 Making Your Retirement Account Retire You presentation, this wealth webinar that is at your lunchtime. So thanks for taking a part of your lunchtime to build your wealth and meet the Prestige team. We have brought our A team today, and my name is DL Campbell. I have over 30 years as an engineer. I can do accounting at a CPA level. I am the lead developer for Honors Way Group, and I have 20 years of commercial real estate experience. So, we have the credibility with our 400 years of commercial and real estate and construction experience with our team. We have Dinvip Davis. And Dinvip, why don't you give a little introduction about your background, what you do here at Honors Way, and what your goals are for this year?
Okay, my name is Dinvip Davis there. I'm based in Houston, Texas here. I'm right down the road there from our project, which is based in Dallas, Texas area there. I'm the VP of the Investors Relation Club there. So my role in the project there is to actually take and work with the potential partners that's coming into the deal and making sure that you guys get to know us and we get to know you, and then walking you through the 100+ YouTube videos that we have out there, and then making sure you understand our deal room that we have out there, which it has about 30+ documents in there dealing with our due diligence there. And then once you guys understand the process as a potential partner there, I will set you up to work with our accounting group to actually sign your PPM agreement and subscription agreements there, or I take and work with you signing those documents there. So my goal is to actually make sure that as a company, as Honors Way, right, that we bring in the right potential partners and we continue to raise our $20 million goal, which we're halfway to that now at $10 million. And I look forward to working with any future potential partners that come in with Honors Way Group.
Fantastic. So we are excited to be here with you today. Next, we have Annette Baldwin, who is in our accounting and finance department as the manager there. Why don't you give a couple sentences on your background, Annette, and what you do here at Honors Way?
I'm located in the DFW area, and my background is in accounting. So I help people with bringing in the funds and signing their papers and making sure that distributions get pushed out.
Yes, that's great. And then we also have our research and audit team as well. We have Paul Manitapo, we have Rochelle Fortu, and we have Claire Marano. And so also helping with some of the construction project management as well. You may be getting a call from Rochelle or from Paul or from Hero, and they are helping with the investor champions in their support. So we're going to kick it off right now. We're going to get going to some slides. The format will be about 20 minutes long, and then we will reserve some time at the end for question and answer. Can't hear you in the audience, but you can type in the chat. We also have a free resource on how to do commercial real estate due diligence, which is very important in this world, because I'm just going to say it, the syndicators have messed up the market, and it is unfortunate that they have very little experience, and they're trying to sell properties that they don't know anything about. They're not getting their hands dirty. They don't have any control over the operations, and they don't have any commercial real estate experience. So it's very important that you know how to do commercial real estate due diligence, and we're going to help you with that. We have an entire video at prestigeyoutube.com on how to do commercial real estate due diligence. It's on you. So I want you to be paying attention here to that important item. We need you to be protecting your nest egg, and we want to help you do that. Now, we do have an active project. I don't know if you qualify or not for what we have. That's not what this webinar is about. We are giving up to 3 times returns with collateral on the hot Dallas property, but that would be a discussion for you and Dimbip Davis and our Investor Champions team to go over. So today we're talking about IRAs and how to make those work. We'll also give a project update of some exciting improvements that we have been hitting on our project in Denton, Texas. And we are super excited about that project. We have actually been quietly excited for, it seems like, months now, where we were able to do some public announcements. You know, we just could not be doing that with what we have going on with the city right now. And our current investors, we have about 45, they brought in $9 million. Now we don't have thousands of investors, but we do have happy camper investors. We have investors who have come in. About 25% of our investors have come in twice, and another 50% of our investors have come in 3, 4, 5 times, 6, 7 times. So very, very exciting. So we want you to be able to focus on what we're doing. We want you to have your full focus on what we're doing. And we want to introduce you to our current project through Mr. Davis. Let's do that first. We just got our final plat on Wednesday. So we got back from Orlando speaking and working with advisors, registered investment advisors, broker dealers, family law offices, working on that capital stack, on the larger part of the capital stack. We have a little bit left on the private positions, but we spoke on stage for about 25 minutes and had a booth over there working with the advisors and reps. And so we had a very successful event, came back Wednesday night and went to planning and zoning. And the city of Denton has approved our final plat. So we're very excited to get that filed, notarized and filed. We also have our last comment responses to the city of Denton, and that is going in at the beginning of the week. So by the time this recording comes out, we will have our building permit approved. Our general contractor is ready to go. Our architect, civil, mechanical engineer, plumbing engineer, electrical engineer, structural engineer, they're all working very hard on finalizing 2 items on those building plans, and we are ready to submit for our final submission. Now, it only takes the city about a week to do their review. It's going to be very fast. We're very blessed to be in the city of Denton and to be developing. I was talking to our contractor, and they were saying that it can take 3 months to get a review done in the city of Dallas. And so it's a great area to be developing in, and we are hitting our milestones like clockwork. So if there are no questions about that construction update, I'm going to forge ahead and start sharing our presentation. At the end of the presentation, then we do have a handout, commercial real estate due diligence and slideshow. Okay, great. Well, thanks everybody for being on time. We appreciate your time and attention for that. Making your retirement accounts retire you. So again, Honors Way and the Prestige at Mayhill have 400 plus years of commercial real estate and construction experience. This is just a part of the training that we offer our investor partners. There are over 100 YouTube videos that we have created and developed as a team. We've delivered that so that you can have your commercial real estate education increased, your knowledge base increased. And it's at prestigeyoutube.com. That's where we give our project updates. We give our market updates and commercial real estate experience on deep dive. And Rochelle's going to be talking about the deep dive. So prestigeyoutube.com, like and subscribe today. That's where we give our project updates. We do not provide tax, legal, or investment advice. And so we encourage you to talk to your custodian who will do the legal review on your ownership documents, accountants, financial professionals, attorneys, those kind of folks. So what is your why? And this goes for everybody. Why are you here today at your lunchtime when you could be grabbing a hamburger and a salad and lobster? But what is your why for being here at lunch or listening to the replay? Do you want to shelter and protect your discretionary funds? You want to diversify your income if you're a younger worker still working, not retired yet. You know, with me, the writing was on the wall. I was a successful engineer. I had traveled and worked all over. My clients were Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman. I worked a project with the Army, with those generals, and I had built a successful career. But I could see the writing was on the wall because all of the third-party consultants coming in. And while my career was still strong, I built a secondary career in commercial real estate, and I have 20 years of commercial real estate. So that's just a part of my story when I started building when my career was strong. I would say keep your job and build your real estate career. Do you want freedom from your job? Do you want to replace your income in passive cash flow? Just think about your income that you get on a monthly basis. Would you like to replace that with positive cash flow? Or my goal, because I already had a high income, well into the 6 figures, you want to double your income in passive cash flow? Think of your income being doubled and being it in cash flow. Would you like to fire your boss? Do you want to put your 201k, actually in the 80s we called it a 201k, and it keeps happening cyclically. You want to put your 201k or IRA to work. That's what we're talking about today is IRAs trusts, 401ks, Roths, all kinds of retirement plans? Or would you like to have some more time to spend with your spouse and children, family? Why don't you put in the chat what your reason why is right now out of these things? We have over 100 videos, like Genevieve said. PrestigeYouTube.com is just a web page. It redirects in the background, nothing exciting about that, but it's a cool way to get to our YouTube page. And we have a commercial real estate due diligence course. We have how to use your HELOC, your home equity line of credit. Talks about different recession-proof asset types. So Rochelle is going to give us some information on how the investors can utilize the deep dive and do due diligence on us.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Rochelle. I've been part of Honors Way group for a long time now, and it's good to be in this company because, as I've seen with DL is an engineer and a good lead developer. She is wise and helping you guys to have your spending wisely. You can do your money invest in a good investment opportunity. So with these videos that we have more than 100, like they've said, it will show you from basics to your growth as a commercial real estate investor. So with this, having an experts like DL and a team that has more than 400 years of combined experience, you are in good hands. So guys, with these videos, you will see the basics from commercial real estate and then how to have your income increase in a passive way and how to do this wisely. With Mr. Denbev doing this due diligence Zoom, I think he can give you an insight, a good insights on how to put your money in good hands.
Thank you, Rochelle. And when you're talking about that deep dive video, when Mike Carrasco and I are going deep into the details of the Prestige at Mayhill and also our sister property, 22 North, what do you think the investors can take away from that deep dive video?
From those deep dive videos, if you're going to watch it, you can have a lot of informations, especially from building the from constructions and the results you can see on those videos. They can get a lot of information deal, especially with the background of the experts handling the projects. They can see whom they are going to trust.
That's right. We put a lot of time into the information and the content that goes into those videos in order that investors can make a good decision on their own. They can make a sound decision, and we've never missed a distribution. We have happy camper investors, but the front part of that is due diligence. So let's move ahead. I've already told you about myself. I have taught a number of times for Quest Trust, doing due diligence and how to do your first commercial real estate deal. So vetted with Quest, and just saw Inspira in Orlando and looking at doing some training for them. So here's our team. Here's part of our team. We're going to roll through this pretty quickly, but I want you to understand that each of these people have solid careers and in the scope that we're talking about, commercial real estate development and investing. Carrasco, I've worked with him for 14 years, 17 years, I guess it has been. And he also has as much commercial real estate experience as I do. Our architect, you've met Mr. Davis, and you would be speaking with him on the phone about your investment. He has 6 positions in the Prestige at Mayhill, and we are just so blessed to have him working with us in our Investor Club Champions team with Rochelle and Hero and Claire and Paul. You might get a phone call from those folks saying, hey, Are you around your computer? Is the link working for your Zoom so you can have a good discussion with Mr. Davis? Brad Blazer, who is in an advisory role, has seen our PPN, has seen our subscription agreement and our materials and has vetted them. He has raised over $2 billion in capital markets. Warren Ellis just went with us to Orlando to talk to the registered investment advisors, the broker-dealers, the family law offices, and he has 35 plus years of experience in 2 different cities, Tampa and Dallas, as a planner. So he does permit, expedite, and he is helping us to get our building permit. Within the next couple of days, we'll have our second round city comment responses back and the plans back to the city. We're very excited. And we introduce you to our research and audit team, who also is taking the lead there in our appointment setting team. And you may be getting a call from these folks. You met Annette and Yolanda, who is our CPA. And I've known Yolanda, I think, maybe 15 years now. Mr. Davis, let's start to talk about the different types of investment vehicles. It could be an IRA. It could be a Roth IRA. It could be a 401k from a previous employer. Now, that 401k has to be from a previous employer, or it's not eligible to be translated into a solo 401k or an individual 401k, sometimes they call it, to be directed into a commercial real estate project. What are your thoughts on using these tax deferred vehicles in your retirement plan?
Yeah, so my thoughts are right. Using the alternative investments, right, for using your 401k to roll it over to a self-directed IRA, you give yourself an advantage, right, of dealing with multifamily, right, because you go into multifamily business there, right. Multifamily is an inherent need of survival there. So you're investing your money where people need a place to stay, and dealing with the A++ apartments that we're dealing with. There are people that these people, they want to rent because they are actually focused on their career. So you're actually putting your money into an investment there where people, they want to rent and they actually focus on their career. You also investing your money into something that has a great tax advantage when it comes to depreciation, cost segregation, passive income tax deductions, and you can also do a 1031 exchange. And you're putting your money also into a hard asset that will give you collateral into the deal there itself. It's not like stocks and bonds where you don't have collateral into the deal. And you will have cash flow also. And another point that I want to bring up, if you're investing in multifamily and using a self-directed IRA, that you could have capital appreciation there. So as we bump our rents up and continue to get more revenue and we keep our expenses down, our net operating income goes up. So the value of our deal goes up. So the value of your investment as a self-directed IRA will also go up at the same time there. We did a deal in Austin, Texas there that we sold in 2021 for $22 million there that we're rolling over to the same project there. So we expect to have some of those same great returns on this deal that's in Denton, Texas that we had in Austin, Texas there. So you really should look into, rolling those 401k plans over into self-directed IRA so you can take advantage of some of the advantages when it comes to dealing with multifamily investments.
That's a great strategy. And we would think that as much as we know about commercial real estate, that it's common knowledge, but it's really not. All of those strategies that you're talking about and the reasons why to pick a stellar project are not in daily conversation. Maybe it's a doctor or a dentist or, some other ultra high net worth individual, a business person, and they don't have these conversations that talk about different investment vehicles. And then in the different investment vehicles, how do we choose one that would be recession proof? So you brought up a lot of great points about some of the considerations that we really need to get into about a recession-proof asset. If we're going to take our hard-earned money from a 401k or IRA and direct it tax deferred or tax-free, then we do have to think through these things. Sometimes it's a different vocabulary, different nomenclature. And so I would encourage people to go back and re-listen to what Mr. Davis had just said. And there was a lot of meat there. So good stuff. The custodians will help to put it into alternative investments, like Divip has said. Alternative investments would be rentals, commercial properties, stock, syndication, notes, those kind of things. So those are considered alternative investments. And you should have a certain percentage of your investment portfolio in alternatives. Just like Fidelity, the more liquid investments, you would say, versus the alternatives. Now, the alternatives means that that hard asset is not going to go away. It's not going to walk away. And that is the advantage of putting your money into a hard asset. With a liquid asset, Divip talked about the fact that it's 50% safer than stocks. It's half as risky as stocks and twice as lucrative. You know, Divip, how do I know what plan is right for me? Do I need to get some advice from the custodian, or how do we determine that?
Yeah, so the best way to determine which plan is right for you, the probably best way to do that is to talk to your CPA and have your CPA direct you to the right custodian for you to invest in some of these alternative investments there. And then for the alternative investments there, just need to make sure that you have a good due diligence plans there where you can evaluate which one is best for you, looking into pretty much the unemployment rate, you know, job diversification in the area, supply and demand, look at the right, make sure the right population age is in that area for whatever you're investing in. And then you also want to make sure that the right companies are in that area that has some of the top employees there. So like we're based in Denton, Texas there. So we're 30 miles from downtown Dallas, and there's a light rail that's being put in that goes from downtown Dallas out to Denton, Texas there. And then you have Plano and South Lake there. So like the medium household income where we're building at is 100-some thousand plus there. So, and we know that the Dallas area, right, is actually landlord friendly and it's not tenant friendly. So we're able to continue to make sure that we have the right tenants and we have the right backup when it comes to, you know, if we had to actually go to court there, that we're in the right area where the state that we're building in is landlord friendly there. And then also we look at the population age there. So you want to make sure that you evaluate the area, you talk to your CPA, you want to make sure that you do a full due diligence there before you actually move your money over from the 401k to a self-directed RA and invest in the right type of investment.
That's right. Okay, so profits and expenses are split pro rata amongst the different plans that you use and you choose. So whether it's you're directing your portfolio for retirement and generational wealth, which is going to be more secure, or if you want to direct your portfolio for out-of-pocket family health expenses, if you have very young family or very old family, or whether you want to present your funds into an education expense for your children and grandchildren, then those are some of the considerations. What do you want this investment vehicle to do? What are your needs? Are you 40? Are you 60, 80? We have different needs and we have different exposure depending on age, depending on health, and we want to be able to think through those things. But if you have health issues or you think you're going to have upcoming health issues, yes, you want to be growing that money and not at the inflation rate. You want to be able to bypass that inflation rate. So sitting in a 401k, is losing money. If you think you're going to live until you're 95, you want to prepare for that. You want to be making your money make money. And these investment vehicles can surely help. We want you to talk to your custodian when you're choosing what kind of vehicle is important for you. But we work with, I think, 8 custodians right now, and we give a number of distributions from our properties to those custodians, and they distribute and settle in your own account, your own IRA account. What if you have only a small IRA? Can you buy real estate? Yes, we have those. We have large ones and small ones. If you're not experienced enough to self-direct, that's why we have prestigeyoutube.com, and we invite you to start working on that education, just like you're doing at lunch right now. So we are very transparent about the information that we're giving and the training that we're giving. Remember, if you're a deal doer, you cannot use your own IRA to invest in your own projects. It's an IRS regulation that your custodian must approve the investment type. And what that means is the IRS is giving you tax deferred investment. So if you have a 401k and you haven't paid your tax yet, you still owe that tax. But you can tax defer it, and some people tax defer it till whatever. So it is a way to put those taxes off that you do owe, and it's just tax deferred. It has to be a hands-off relationship. So if you have a B2B, an Airbnb, you can't use your IRA to invest in your own project like that. We have a number of our investors who are deal doers, but they wanted to put that IRA to work. So types of creative strategies that can be used in a self-directed IRA or 401k. You can work with other partners on wholesaling, real estate, acquisition, creative financing. You can work with other partners. It just can't be your deal. We have a number of custodians. We have a few more to put on the list, but here's one of the things that Annette is going to speak to on this slide, because we just went through that, helping our partners either stay with Inspira now that Quest has been sold to Inspira, or move to a different custodian. And there's a translation process that has to occur. Annette, what was it that you just helped our partners with recently?
Well, we had to renew all the W-9s, get those all up to date. Also had to change over some of the subscription agreements to make sure that they included the correct vendor or custodial vendor. So we worked with the custodial vendor to make sure all the documents were correct, and got the DocuSign sent out to the clients. So it kind of made things easier for the clients, so they didn't have to go back and forth between the custodial vendor and us. So we got everything pretty much up to date and redistributed, and also corrected some of the deal room banking information, so that way they could get their distributions.
Got that all straightened out. Yep. So it was a process, and we rolled up our sleeves and helped our folks through that. And we do have a great working relationship with all of our custodians as well. So if you're interested, just hop on to recessionproofproperties.com. You can work with Annette, you can work with Dimvip, you can work with Rochelle, all of our team, and ask questions. Here's a short slide on where our partners are located. Like I said, we have about 45 partners, not hundreds, and we've raised $9 million in private money. We have 25% of our partners that have come in twice. We have another 50% of our partners that have come in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, because they continually just get their distributions. It's a nice passive investment. And by the way, we're offering collateral in the property. Nobody does that. Okay, so get in recessionproofproperties.com. We're actually offering collateral against the equity that we've built. It's a good deal. Now let's look at a real deal as we wrap up. We have partners who have come in and they decided that they were going to use their IRA and put their IRA to work. We have Alan, who's a single retired CPA, and he served in the military as a civilian consultant. He deposited the minimum investment. He brought some friends. He brought a handful of friends in to the Prestige. And now his distributions and returns are completely tax-free, and they're available for immediate use. So Alan gets his distribution just like clockwork on a quarterly basis. So that's one of our great partners who have brought their friends. Case study number 2, another friend. We've broken bread. We've had meetings with all of these people in Dallas, but you don't have to be in Dallas to get engaged. So Nora and Angel are still gainfully employed in IT. They have IRAs that they put aside. And I tell people, keep your job. Your job is your security. It's your stability, and do your investment on the side. They invested with their own IRAs. Both of them came in with IRAs and met that minimum of $100,000. And they are getting returns that are tax deferred, 100% tax deferred. Happy campers, always smiling when I walk up to them. So I'm glad to see them happy. Now, on the flip side, they were involved with an investment that the team did not have all of this experience. And that other investment that they had before us has a capital call in it. Bad. That's a bad word. That's a cuss word. A capital call is a cuss word. But it's happening in the market and you have to watch out for it. So they had invested with somebody else, had a lot of excitement to their presentation, not a lot of meat. And about 6 months ago or 8 months ago, they told us that they had a capital call. And what that means is that the syndicators came back to them and said, hey, you need to put some more money in or you're going to be diluted. So they said at this time they would put more money in and they would get 3% on a dollar, 3 pennies on a dollar. It just blows my mind what they were told. But if they came in with more money, then they would get 9 pennies on the dollar. That's just, you don't throw good money after bad. That's what I told them. Just talk to an attorney, see if you can get your money back some way, somehow. But we've had a handful of people who have had a bad investment before they came to Honor's Way, and now they're just happy campers. That is an issue causing them heartburn, but people are happy campers because they are collateralized against the equity and they're getting their returns on a quarterly basis. Case study number 3. Now, this beautiful property was my first property, and it was 16 units in beautiful downtown East Dallas. F crime rate. I kicked out all of the prostitutes and the drug dealers. I forced 80% vacancy, did the rehab, and put in small working families. So that is a classic Class C conversion story. But it wasn't when the market was overpriced. Now, the deals in the Class C conversions, the rents are flat and prices have appreciated too much. It's just going to be depreciating. So we have another couple who have used their own IRA, and he was in the military and she was a teacher. Excellent couple. And they used some IRA, another IRA, and some cash to come in. And they're very happy with their investment. They've been receiving their quarterly returns through distributions, and they've been attending meetings and dinners and getting together like that. Be sure to subscribe to prestigeyoutube.com. Another engineer, let's see, actually he's a salesperson. So salesperson came in from a Facebook and Instagram ad at 150. A few months later came in with a 401k from a former employer and strengthened his position with an additional an additional investment from his 401k. So he has put it into a hard asset that doesn't walk away. That's security. So as we wrap up, if you would like to have a copy of these slides or the one-page takeaway, just let us know. You can opt in at recessionproofproperties.com. And one little tidbit here, we have a special custodian who does not charge upfront fees. They also have flat fees. So a lot of these custodians have a fair market value form, but they're doing that because not only is it an IRS regulation, but they can charge you for the increased value into your account. And our custodian that we work with does not do that. They have flat fees. You can get with us, sign your subscription agreement for your position, and we'll help you to move your IRA over with the custodian, and you'll be a happy camper with them. They're awesome. Okay, let me go ahead and get back here. Check our time. Okay, we're running a little bit over. Thank you guys for your patience in the audience. I am going to release the handout. Okay, it looks like we lost. There it is. Okay. I'm going to share the handout in the chat. It is a one-page front and back of how to do commercial real estate due diligence. So please receive that handout, and it will help you to make those decisions. You can go to thepRestigeYouTube.com and get those due diligence questions answered. If you'd like to book a meeting with our Investor Champions team, go to zoomingwithprestige.com. Zoomingwithprestige.com. If we have 1 minute, I'm going to go to our deal room. And if you would like to have access to the deal room, then go ahead and get with Mr. Davis and get a current copy. We have a couple positions left at a very high interest rate for a year and a half. And then you get rents, and then you get a kicker when we place that permanent loan, and you get participation in the sale of the property. Get with Mr. Davis, and he will explain that to you. Let me share our deal room very quickly as we wrap up. So here is a look at our 22 North in Northwest Dallas, Northwest Austin. And like Divip said, and we sold this property in 2021 for a profit of $22 million. I like this deal room because it shows everything on one page. We've got some very high returns. We've got all the pictures of the actuals from 22 North, floor plans that we have leveraged coming out of 22 North and into the Prestige at Mayhill. It's got some market information, a lot of great information that we can go through. And then you've got access right here to the deep dive. You can click that and you can see Carrasco and I starting to talk about. Okay, we've got educational videos. We've got the parcel information and the Prestige at Mayhill website as well, where you can take a look at the team. You can take a look at the area, the floor plans. We are transparent about the information that is being given you. And then Dimpip also mentioned that we have over 30 documents in the deal room. We do. We have our deck. We have our testimonials, PDF. We have several appraisals, feasibility studies, profit generators to show you an example of how your money could work. We have the PPM and the private placement memorandum, the subscription documents, civil plans, company agreement, third-party broker price opinion. We picked it up with equity in it. We've got feasibility studies from several nationwide bank-approved appraisers. We have all of our city approvals in here. I think I need to add a couple now that we've got our plat approved. Environmental approvals, the will serve letter saying that the utility companies will serve 450 units. Our planning and zoning approval, our civil approval, and we're just weeks away. We're just days away from getting our building permit approved, and we'll upload that for you too. So kind of a lot of information. You would expect that from an engineer, but what we want to do is we want to provide full transparency, and your most important documents are going to be right here. So you can go through those and get with Mr. Davis about that. Any other questions in the chat that we didn't cover? We've got people downloading that resource. That's great. Okay, awesome. Well, thanks everybody. I want to honor your time and keep it to your lunch hour. Thanks for joining us on this wealth webinar with Honors Way, and we will see you soon. Give us a call. We'll talk about IRAs. Thanks everybody.
After a lifetime of hard work and dedication, it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. As you enter into retirement, securing your nest egg and preserving your financial future becomes paramount. Not only sheltering, but safely multiplying your returns in a hard asset, which does not walk away. You can drive by it anytime. Introducing The Prestige, your trustworthy, vetted partner in commercial real estate investing. We understand that you seek less risk, financial security, and a reliable source of income. With over 400 years of combined experience and proven track records, The Prestige is your beacon of trust. We specialize in providing safe and secure investment opportunities tailored to your retirement goals. We know that you need to rely on experts to navigate the complexities of the market. That's why our team of seasoned experts is here to guide you every step of the way. Our collateral contracts have been approved 10 plus times by Quest IRA, which is under the SEC. Here are just a few of our client testimonials. Wow, DL, this is so exciting. I'm so happy for you and for us. Very exciting. Love the floor plans. We've got our distribution pending in our bank account. Thanks so much, DL. DL, we can set our watch to your distributions. Never missed a payment. Don't compromise on your retirement dreams. Visit The Prestige at mayhill.com today for our current and rare investment opportunities, and let us utilize our 400 plus years of experience to safeguard your nest egg and provide you with a secure investment in a low yield market. We are owner operators with daily hands-on on-site responsibilities. We are not syndicators. DL began in commercial real estate in 2005 and is one of the top seasoned leaders in investing and developing in Southern California and Dallas, Texas. And there is no slowing down. The Prestige, your trusted partner in commercial real estate investing for retirees.